I just feel like with the players now, stop worrying about other people. Stop worrying about the other teammates sometimes. Be selfish. That's what I feel the issue is with Sonny at the moment. Right at the beginning, he was just more focusing on worrying about Brennan Johnson, maybe getting him a goal, which I get. That's fine. But you know what? You are the captain and you have the capability of doing what you can do. And that's exactly what he did at the end with that goal. He just needs to be selfish now. Go ahead and just go for them goals because you can do it. He can do it. We've seen it plenty of times. It's all about that confidence. Richie again scoring, which I thought was, it is great. He needs to keep doing it every game, needs to keep going and going. So I'm just looking forward to it now for the next year. And I think, beautifully ended with Arsenal losing.
And we saw Linny, a beautiful goal for Spurs at the start of that second half. They're also playing in Sonny, who picked out Richie, perfectly running through on goal before the Brazilians somehow rolled it wide. And I've got to say, Postecoglou looked so distinctly unimpressed at that time from Richie. But look, he made up for it later on. But let's come to Chris, one of your favourite players, Sonny, who unfortunately we know we're going to lose due to, obviously, of course, South Korea's participation in their own tournament coming up. Not sure on that date. We'll confirm once we know it. But it was his 12th of the campaign. Spurs really needed at the time. Lovely assist from Lascelles. So with his outside of his left foot on the run for the captain. Cracking finish into the far corner. How crucial, do we say, Chris, goals in games at that time? Sorry to get that goal for Tottenham.
So good. Such a good goal. The confidence was, it was beautiful. That's exactly what he needed to do for that game. Man, I could go on forever talking about how much I love Sonny. I'm really nervous about him leaving for us for a bit. He's our captain. He's got so much character on the pitch and outside. He is literally there for all the teammates. He's there for the fans. He's there for the manager. He's just perfection to me. He's the perfect, ideal football player. And I think he is absolutely incredible. And he's still... there's still criticism. I can't believe it. Still to this day about him, which I can't believe. But you know what? He doesn't care. He still goes for it. He's still scoring goals. And, it's just phenomenal watching him every time. Like I said earlier, I felt earlier in the game, he was just more concerned about the other players. I really felt that first chance in the beginning, he really wanted Brennan Johnson to score, where he should have just gone for it himself. That's exactly what he just needs to be selfish. Just be selfish. He is more than capable to do it. And, that I loved seeing goals like that from him because he can do it. There's not a lot of players that can do that, and it's just so good watching him, all those goals that we've seen all in the past, with Tottenham. And I just think it's been the best decision having him as captain. One of the best things that Ange has done for sure. So I'm looking forward to see what else he could do. I'm sure there's plenty more goals to come. But I think he's going to be a big loss for us when he is to do for his, play for his country. Yeah. It's going to be, a bit of a loss, but we can do it. If we can get through this whole month, we can do it. Of course we can. It's just, I understand it the way fans, we sometimes get a bit like, oh my God, what the hell is going to happen? We've had our few losses. It was going to happen though, these ups and downs, no matter what you say. But when you look at us right now, and the table, how we finish this, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. But we can't be that bad to be able to be behind Arsenal, who supposedly are going to be, winning the league. So it really can't be that bad, guys. I just feel, like I said, again, plenty of times I've said this is going to be the warm-up season for Ange. So there is so much more good to come for Tottenham. This is a plan that we've got. We have now got a decent manager who is listening, who is watching these players, knowing exactly what they can do, and he's positioning them to, to get the best out of them. We literally cannot fail our manager in terms of getting the players that we need for, in January season, January transfer, and obviously in the summer. So honestly, I feel there's so much hope for Tottenham right now, and we should not be putting players down right now. We should just be going out there, supporting them, supporting the team. Tremendous. Our support is always the best. So I honestly do feel there's going to be so much good to come in 2024 for Tottenham. So yeah.
Lovely words there, Chris. Lovely words. Pat, let's bring you in. Sonny, you saw up close and personal today. Massive, massive goal for him, Pat. In terms of the fact we're going to lose him for a period, are you confident, Pat, from what you've seen out there? And we know it wasn't pretty at all times in terms of the game. We've got enough now to see us through, because many would argue we've got through what we know is going to be one of the most hardest months of the season. We are going to get players back now. January transfer window is opening. Pat, how confident are you we're going to have a really, really exciting start to 2024 and we're not going to miss Sonny too much?
Oh, what a question. I mean, we are going to miss him. Of course we are, because he's such a good player. He's one of the best players in the league, one of the best players in the world. I mean, you know, the goals, he set up Richie as well, put Richie in on a plate. Richie should have finished. Thankfully, Richie got his goal in the end anyway. Fantastic cross from Brennan Johnson. And for somebody who a lot of people have been getting onto, he's a kid. It's only a second season in the Premier League. And the end product is coming, as you saw today. But Son, going back to Son, yeah, of course we're going to miss him. He's one of the best players in world football. But I do feel with the way the squad is set up and the way people are coming back in, we still got, obviously, Lwosxi to come back in. Hopefully, some of the guys at AFCON won't go the whole tournament, so they'll come back. Bentancur, a nice surprise coming back early. Lwosxi looks better and better with every game. 2 assists today. He's starting to pull strings in the middle. So I feel we've got enough for Ange to be able to work what he's doing. Like Christina said, with everything that's happened, the way everyone wrote us off, the way we've, you know, collapsed and allegedly that was it, we were done. Ange got found out, yada, yada, yada. And we're literally a point behind Arsenal. I haven't checked the table because obviously I'm out and about. But from my recollection, I think we're a point behind them. And we're literally 5 or 6 points off the top of the league, which is insane, like considering. A lot of these teams haven't gone through what we've gone through. And I know they say, like Arsenal fans will say, oh, Yuri and Timber only played this guy. But they're not integral to the team. We've lost the spine of our centre-back. We've lost the spine of the team. We've lost so many important pieces. And yet we're still doing what we're doing. And I wanted to, I don't know why people are so pressed and sensitive about what I said the other day about Ange. You know, today they're like, oh, I hope Ange gets the credit. Of course Ange gets the credit. When we win, I'm always shouting at Ange. I mean, he got manager of the month 3 months in a row. That was right. I've been on this show time and time again saying how good he is. But if, in my opinion, I felt that Ange didn't get it right, then I'm going to talk on it. I don't know why people are so upset. But yeah, of course he's going to get the credit today. That goes without saying. 3-1 win against a very good Bournemouth team in good form. We did ride our luck at times. I'm not going to sit here and lie about that. But at the end of the day, Ange is doing a fantastic job. But as Spurs fans, we are within our rights to say when we don't see something that we don't like or we think somebody could have done better. I think Son's fantastic. I think he's one of the best players in the world. I love him. Like Christina says, I think he's an amazing captain. I'm always on here bigging him up. But today, at times, I felt that he was a bit out of sorts. There was a time when he could have cut in and took a shot. He didn't. Like Christina said, sometimes overplaying it and thinking it. But at the end of the day, when you need Son to be clinical and ruthless, he is. So, yeah. I mean, when Harry Kane was here, there was times when he didn't have a good game and we would talk on it. Doesn't mean he wasn't the best striker in the world or the best striker in the league. I don't know why some people hang on to every word and they're so sensitive. Relax, chill out. It's New Year's Eve. Like, we just won. Chill.